Those who kill frequently know that if a beautiful woman blocks your line of sight, there is no need to panic, you simply need to reacquire your target. But I am particularly lustful, so I aimed at the beautiful woman again, just to get another look at her. To complete the mission, I could only reluctantly aim at the target once more. At that moment, my heart rate was 65, precisely my optimal state for sniping. I gripped the gun firmly, chambered the round, and as I locked onto the target's head through my scope, I decisively pulled the trigger, but then something unexpected happened. The fatal bullet was actually blocked by the beautiful woman. I suppressed my rising panic, and my fingers squeezed the trigger again, but the bodyguard on the other side suddenly pulled down the curtain. I missed my chance for a follow-up shot. The mission had completely failed. A killer's instinct reminded me I couldn't stay in this location. I immediately packed up the sniper rifle, picked up the shell casings left on the ground, and by the time the police arrived, I had escaped on the Ferrari parked at the entrance. I ditched my equipment, took shortcuts to avoid the police cars, then threw my helmet into the river. After clearing away all the tools used in the operation, I finally arrived at a convenience store restroom to wash myself thoroughly. I also shaved off my beard, changed into a new jacket, and used perfume to mask my scent. Once everything was properly handled, I hailed a taxi on the roadside and immediately headed to the airport. Before going in, I threw the last gun I had on me into a trash can. But when going through security, I noticed a police dog staring fixedly at me. Although I had already dealt with my scent, I was still afraid the dog might detect something. I decisively abandoned that flight and drove off in a car I had prepared in advance, returning to my own home. But just as I arrived at my front door, I discovered two large footprints on the ground. These clearly weren't my wife's shoe size. Beside the footprints were many cigarette butts, indicating that someone had been staking out my home for a long time. This method was definitely not motivated by money. It was a killer's unique style. Realizing someone wanted to kill me, I immediately retrieved the handgun from my car and climbed inside. But then I discovered clear footprints on the ground near the house as well, indicating that someone had broken into my home. I cautiously ran inside. Music was playing in the house, but my wife was nowhere to be found. I immediately ran to the bedroom. It was in complete disarray, with bloodstains on the walls. I quickly dialed my wife's number, only to learn she was seriously injured and hospitalized. When my wife was home alone, a man and a woman suddenly broke in and struck her head with a knife. My brother-in-law told me their methods were brutal. They only left in a green taxi after watching my wife nearly stop breathing. I worked hard to calm my brother-in-law's emotions and promised I would never let the bastards who hurt my wife get away with it. After returning home, I began digging. As a killer, I had hidden many emergency supplies at home precisely